Hoo-hoo. All right, here we are, everybody. I can see people having a good chat. That's always nice. Christios, Judy Quilt, Leah, Rebecca, Ronog. Hi, Ronog. Susan Williams. Yeah, lots of people hopping in just a little bit early. Hopefully, you guys can see my desk. Blah, blah, blah. And you can hear me. Okay, it's finally come on. Jeez, that drives me nuts because I can't tell. I can't tell what it's doing. So, anyways, I gotta click on something so I can see it better. Namely, the chat. There we go. There we go. Make it a little... Oh, I just lost it. No, I didn't. There it is. All right. No more of that. So, welcome everybody. This is going to be a lot of fun, of course, today. And we're going to throw in a little sass with what's been going on. I don't know. I've had a really difficult couple of weeks. I don't know why. It's just not been easy. For whatever reason. So, mug rug, yeah. I thought I would go back to basics and do a mug rug, because why not? Oh, Jude. Hi, Jude. Good morning from Miley and me in Kansas. And it's beautiful there today. Awesome. Awesome. Hi, Miley, by the way. Hi, Miley. Hope you're being good. All right, there we go. So, some of the weather is nice, not so nice, rainy. It's like a fall day, an early fall day here. So it's kind of weird. Oh, Jean says I could use some sassy myself. We could all use some sass. I am actually a sassy person, so I'm just going to let that part of me go. And I made a whole section on the website for sassy mug rugs, so when you're feeling the sass, you could just get this out and throw it down there. So this one says, sewing makes me happy, you not so much. So I got to play with lettering and fonts and everything like that. It's you know, fun. So for colors, I am doing this color play, and I am going to do the variegated. So it comes with this turquoise, which is going to look really good, and purple. Look at that purple. Isn't that beautiful purple? And a blue, which is also gorgeous, and a pink kind of rose color. I think it's called rosewood. It looks red on the camera, but it's kind of a pinky red. And then look at this. Look at that. Can you see that? Yeah, it's a little bit lighter in person, but I thought it would show up fantastic on black. So before we get started though, let me show you what I've been working on. So I'm almost done with this guy, and I do need better tape because I am just using I think I'll make this and give it to my daughter when she has one of her attitudes. Yeah, I think you should. So this is, I got to make some improvements, and I got to make a little pocket for the back. But this is a puppet. So you put your hand in the back and you go blah, blah. Isn't that cute? I'll put it flat. Blah, blah. Isn't that cute? So I got to work on it just a little bit. I got to make a better tongue. This one is not the greatest. I want it to stick out so you could actually fold it up and it would go blah, you know, fun. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of these vampires, and they'll have teeth and a whole bunch of things. Put a big smile on your face. Yes. Blah, blah. That's what I keep saying as I'm trying to get the design how I want it. So I just thought it would be a whole lot of fun I originally did it with 2 pockets for the hands like this, but it doesn't look how I want it. I want it to like close up. So look, you have a pumpkin and then you have a blah. Do you remember doing these kind of things in early school? So you draw a face and then you cut it in half and then you draw what you think is in the inside. There's lots of ways of doing it. That's what gave me the idea. I was doodling and I started doing that. I went, oh, wouldn't that be fun? So, under development, almost there. I think it's going to be really cute. So, a witch, a whole bunch of different things. This is another thing that I'm working on. And I haven't quite figured it out yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's one piece, and then there's felt here and felt there, and then you cut one part out, and then you fold it like this. So it is a corner bookmark. I just got to figure out how to secure these parts down because you can't fold it. You can't fold it till it's done. So I'm not sure what to do. I don't want to glue, but maybe sew a little bit. So here. Cute. I remember doing similar with paper lunch sacks and popsicle sticks. Yep, that's what we used to do. The novelty designs. Cute. So I just got to work on this one because I really like making these bookmarks, the corner bookmarks, and especially Halloween ones, you know. But 2 hoopings is just too much for this little thing. So I thought I'm just going to bring it in to 1 hooping. So it's just going to be a matter of figuring it out. And I'm not quite there yet, but I'm thinking sewing is probably going to be the best thing. So I'm going to be stitching this out later and see how that works. So my blah pumpkin is here, happily. And so, Sass, tell me how you guys feel about sassy mug rugs, because I am giggling all the time when I'm doing it because I think it's funny. And I can think of a lot of sassy things to say. Not swear words, I guess, although that's part of my repertoire. Hi, Tank. I'll just be a little more polite about it. But they'll be under sassy mug rugs. Sassy mug rugs are awesome. I'm going to borrow some of the sayings from my patches. Most of them are a little too much for just about anyone other than soldiers, but you know. So this one has the envelope backing, so which makes it easy to do in 1 hooping, and when it's done, it's done. So I kind of like that. So let me bring my colors over. So this is the Chicago collection, by the way, if anyone's curious. So I'm going to move my threads over to my Captain Jack, who is having a little bit of tension difficulties still and is driving me crazy. So, you know, come on, Captain Jack. Just before we got started, I cleaned him out, and I'm hoping that helps. I got to get to the source of the problem. So I'm going to put the turquoise one on first. And see, I picked up black background because I want these colors to pop. I want them to be nice and bright. So, what? That's funny. He's like, no, it's not threaded correctly. How many millions of times have I threaded this thing, Captain Jack? Don't you be sassy to me. It's a sassy mug rug, not a sassy machine. There we go. Thank you. So, we're going to do a little smiley face here, or a sad face, or whatever. We could get that view that we had last week. in a minute. Yeah, nope, see? Now, did you guys see? Did you guys hear and see what's going on? So, while it was stitching, the hoop was moving, but the fabric wasn't. So, rewind and have a little look at that, because that is a bird's nest going on. Believe it or not. Yep. And see, look, I can't, oh, I can, but yeah, let's see the back. Must look at the back. Sorry, machine. Oh, yeah, wow, okay. Well, it's not quite a bird's nest, but it was just about to be. So, yeah, can you see the back? How intense there. Yeah, that is really thick right there, and that might be a problem, but we'll see. Maybe because I just did a few things to Captain Jack that he needs to just, get himself together. So let's just keep this going and see. It's small stitching. See, now the fabric's moving. Not very well though. Oh yeah, we're gonna have troubles today. That didn't even stitch. I'm so happy it didn't even stitch. I'm kidding, I'm not happy. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. So, that means, and I might just go ahead and get it on something bigger. When your stitches don't form, that means that I can see that the top thread is okay, but the bobbin thread kind of got lost, and it did. So, put it in again, and it just didn't have a tail to pick up on. Now, instead of going back and doing this smiley face, I am just going to simply leave it and do something a little bit bigger. I can always go back or pick what I've got out. I just want to make sure it's stitching okay. Okay, it does look better. I just didn't like that part. I did the original one on 10 needles, so that must be why. So do keep an eye. I could hear, and then I could see what was happening with these little eyeballs. And it worked. Okay, stop doing that. It worked perfectly on the big machine, so I know it's not the stitches, it's just Captain Jack being a little sassy this morning. So, either way. And the nice thing is, it's easy to pick out, because this one is finished, in the hoop, because we're going to put the envelope parts on it. So, yes, this is the reason why I sit and listen, watch to my phone. Even when I'm listening to music or listening to a book, I still only have like one headphone in. Yeah. So just listen. You know the sounds. Oh, poor Captain Jack. Yeah, he'll be fine. He's fine. So, yeah, the bobbin, he needs to go in, I think, and be fixed, or I'll try to do it, see if I can find a service manual and see. I broke a needle last night. Yeah, that's a bit annoying when you break a needle. Look at how pretty that turquoise is there. I love it. What are we doing next, Captain Jack? Oh, we're doing the outlines. So lots of color stops in this, so you can change anything that you want, which is nice. Now I am going to trim this off that I was being bad and trying to do. I'm gonna, how about make it that bright pink, reddish pink color. So yeah. But I always listen to my machines, and that's exactly why, because, you know, you walk away and something dramatic is going to happen. It's just Murphy's Law. It's just the way it is. And I don't really trust the machines, as it were, to, oh yeah, I forgot that this thing gets annoying. So there we go. Sorry about that. And thread, and 2, and 3, and put this back. There we go. Handy thing. Isn't that neat? Perfectly perfect. So let's go. We're going to do the outside dramatic stitches. So let's see. I hope you found all the pieces. Yes, that is one thing that you need to do if you break a needle, is literally find all the pieces. Because if they go into your machine, that is a hassle. It could cause like a lot of problems. I think I did a video where I broke a needle, and I did basically that to make it was in 3 pieces. Make sure you have your 3 pieces, or however many pieces, and then carry on. It's easy. Loving that pink, man. Loving it. I think I'm going to do this line in the pink because I love it. So, just a little trouble getting started, I guess. So I do this one in pink, and the bottom one in purple. And sewing, the word sewing, I'm going to do it in, how about the variegated? I know it's going to turn out to be stripes, but I think it would look good in this case, because that's the main word that I want to, you know, highlight. So, yeah. And you is another word that I wanted to highlight, so that's why I put like dramatic lines. I was also thinking that gold or silver metallic thread around the U like that would look really good, just to make it, you know, stand out. Adorable and already spoiled. Cutie baby. Hi, Lynn. Arlyn is in the house. Lynn, I gotta text you. It's been a tough 2 weeks, and I've just been banging my head against the wall, I guess you could say, but all is good. Well, not really, but it's good. I'm happy to be doing this. That is one of the best pinks I've ever seen. Isn't that awesome? I love it. Pink ladies will love that because it's it's a bright reddish pink. I think it's kind of bold, maybe. Love it. So, okay, Captain Jack just had a little hiccup, maybe. I still got to figure out what the tension problem is. I know that I can change the tension on the machine, and I have done that before. However, that doesn't solve the problem. That'll get you through the project that you're working on, but it's just like a band-aid. So, yeah. Good morning, Elizabeth. Yes. Dragon. Yes, I've missed you. Lynn is having so much fun still. No worries, Sue. I'm always here. Oh, thank you, Lynn. I was worried. I'm worried about everything. It's just sometimes I can't verbalize it, so. Okay, so not so much. We'll do that in blue, maybe? What do you guys think? Blue? Just remember, I have all these bright, beautiful colors. I think that would be cool. What if we move this? Nah, that's not going to help. I wonder what goes in there's 2 holes here, and I wonder what goes in the second one. Just curious. Although I do hear that they're discontinuing the luminaire, which I'm kind of sad about, to be honest with you. I did check out the Avenir it has a couple of really cool additions, bells and whistles. So it's got a stitch regulator, which is something I would absolutely love to have, because that's something I want to do, is the free motion quilting. And I would love to have a machine with it kind of built in. I would use it constantly. But also it has a better projection. It's bigger, finally, it's bigger. And the machine is actually quite a bit bigger. And another cool thing, they have a bigger hoop, which is, I find the one I have hard to manage, but behind, so in this area, it's a bit wider. So it supports the hoop better, and I like that. Yeah, I like it. The price tag here in Canada is a little ouchy, but I wish I could get one. But it's not going to happen, so it's way too much money. But it does have cool things, and it has a lot of built-in designs, of course, but the stitch regulator is what did it for me. And the bigger projector. Now, if you don't use bells and whistles like that, then you're not going to be happy. You don't need it. Not everybody likes the bells and whistles. Yeah. The price here in the USA is also quite ouchy. Yes. By the time we pay taxes, it would be a lot of friggin' money. So, and it's way out of mine too. Plus, I don't actually need it. I would love to have it. It's one of those things. I would love to have it, but I don't need it. So, yeah. How about design translation to different formats? Can this machine do that? I have no idea. It's a brother, so it probably only takes PES. I doubt that it does anything more than that. That's more of a computer or program function, I would think. I'm still going strong with my no bells and whistles machine. Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. A lot of the bells and whistles on the Luminaire, I don't use, to be honest with you. I absolutely adore the projector, though. I just love it the way it is, I guess. Big hoops, I'm on the same lines as Mickey Smith. I don't care about the larger hoop. I think the largest hoop for Captain Jack is about as big as I want to go, because, believe it or not, it is hard to manage. Really hard to manage because it's so big. The one on the Avenir is huge. Barb says, is that a clip-on magnifying glass? Yeah, isn't that cool? It's meant for the Luminaire, one of the best purchases I made. And you can change the magnification and just pop it down, and it just sits in the machine. Like here. It just sits right there, which is nice. I actually, for sewing, not so much for the, embroidery, because you don't really have to see it, although it's perfect for the camera. But it is really nice for sewing, so you can really see what you're doing. I quite enjoy it. And also, I know this is kind of funny, but also it's I've been known to, because I like it so much, I've been known to duct tape it to my other machine that isn't a luminaire that's all set up for sewing. Yes, I said duct tape. That's okay. Whatever works, because there's no place to put it on my other one. It's just a sewing machine. It's a high-end sewing machine. And it works really well. But yeah. Alright, so we're starting with the variegated now. Look at all these colors. I like the pink and the turquoise. So, I know this is going to be stripy, but I think it's going to look really good. And we're almost done, by the way. We've got sewing, the word sewing, which I'm also going to do in the variegated. Oh, that is beautiful colors. Oh, I'll flip you down so you guys can see, maybe. Yeah. That works out really well. I think I should clean them a little bit, maybe, but... And it's just basically in the exact spot that you want. I have to, you know, move it this way a little bit, but I think it's one of the better things I've purchased. So, yeah. 9.5 by 14, but I use the 8 by 8 most. Yeah. Yeah. I use 8 by 8. That's my favorite size. 5 by 7, of course, gets a lot of use as well. Not really 4 by 4. I've used it a little bit lately, but not as much. But the big coupe that's very hard to manage, I have never used the one that came with the machine. I use the magnetic coupe from Dime, which makes it a whole bunch easier. But yes, you have to make sure there's enough space behind and in front of the machine. That's one, because I'm used to sitting up kind of close to the machine, but it's going to come this way too. It's like, woo. Yeah, ouch. Loving the stripes. Loving it. So, yeah, I've made that mistake before. So you gotta really make sure there's a lot of room. And no, you really can't sit in front of it with the big coupe. However, it makes quilting a whole lot easier. I used it for the flower. I can't think of the name of it, but it's all quilted differently on each leaf. I used the big one for that, and that saved me a whole lot of time. I was pretty happy about that. I want to do another one of those for me. I gave it away, of course I did. Of course. Chris Murphy, great to catch you live here in South Australia. Oh, awesome. The Hoffman panel. Yes, thank you. I do have a couple more of them. They came in like a little care package, which is delightful because I couldn't find them anymore. Stuff like that can be difficult to find here. Everything's hard to find here. Great grandbaby? Great, oh, wow. I'm working on another baby quilt. Great grandbaby number 4. Also, the Kimberbell tree skirt. Hubby okay, but needs supervision. Well, I mean, that's awesome. Great. I don't have grandkids. I probably won't have grandkids. I can't imagine great grandkids. That's awesome. Congratulations. Lots of baby quilts to make. So Cindy King, I don't think I've seen her here. Congratulations. She won first place for her bandana farm animals quilt that she made with my guys. I love seeing my horses up there. It's awesome. Kathy says, hi Sue from Illinois. I'm waiting to be a great aunt. Well, you're great, Christios. great aunt. No, my brother has kids, but I've only met them once, so long story. Nobody gets along in my family. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. So yeah, I was really excited for Cindy King to win first place for that. So what she did was the animals, like the horses, and I think she did some sheep too, because, you know, if you don't have Stanley, if you don't include Stanley, I mean, really. And she stitched them out on different colored bandanas, and then, you know, put it all together, quilt, and I loved it. I loved it. I was so happy for her. She has come a long way, a very long way. So I think it's like wonderful for her to win. She won, if you guys remember, she won a machine, a single needle, the brother one, I can't think of what it's called, and she uses it. So yeah, Cindy's work is awesome. The bandana quilt was fun and beautiful. Clever ideas. Ooh, look at that. Joanne Bowl, thank you very much. Very much. Every little bit helps. Anything you guys can do to help out the channel or the website to help me get more sales is appreciated. Just show off your work in different groups, or, you know, post it, tell your friends. Something like that would be very helpful to me at this point, and kind of at a turning point. So yeah, you were talking about putting that magnifier on the side of other machines. You know, those different command things you can get, one that would fit in. Yeah, yeah. I could probably come up with something clever like that, but I had duct tape in front of me, so, but good idea, Mickey Smith. That would probably be a little bit neater to do, for sure, for sure. But I do use it, especially for, you know, learning sewing sort of thing. But I have one of those really cool arrow tables that makes sewing so much better. And it's just a sewing machine, so it's basically McDreamy, so a brother dream machine, but no embroidery on it, so I loved it because of that. But it's all set up, and it's one that the machine goes up and down, and it's flat where you stitch, which I'm telling you makes all the difference. It just makes stuff so much easier. Now, I haven't done any sewing for a very long time, so I'm going to be moving my office upstairs this week probably, so I'll have that upstairs, so hopefully I do a little more sewing. But I want all my machines, 3 or 4 of them, 4 probably, plus the luminaire. I want that all, like, to have access to it. I don't have enough room down here. I need more storage and stuff like that. So yeah. How I miss McDreamy. I miss saying McDreamy. Is this a dime design or one from Sue? It is my design. It is Sassy McSasserson. I have sass. So this looks really good. Let's see what it does for lettering. I know it's going to be stripy, but I think that'll work. So, one little boo-boo there on my part, but oh, that's so beautiful. It makes the other colors pop, I think. So, have I used all the colors? Yes, blue, a little bit of turquoise, the pink. Oh, I haven't used purple, so there's one more word, happy, and that's what I'm going to use there. Okay, so look at the stripes. That's not bad. I don't always like using variegated thread on lettering, but I do like this quite a bit. Purchase today's design mug rug here. Yes! Thank you, Judy Quilts. You're always the best for that. I appreciate it. I actually really meant to put that up, but I think I got into cleaning McDreamy. See, now I'm gonna start saying that all the time. Cleaning Captain Jack, and I forgot to do it. So thank you. There it is. There it is. I just ordered some glow-in-the-dark thread for quilting and embroidery. Yeah, Elizabeth, the glow-in-the-dark is so much fun, especially when you work it into like a Halloween design or background quilting. I don't know if you guys have ever tried that, but background quilting with glow-in-the-dark thread is amazing. Amazing. It looks really good, surprisingly good. It's a lot of fun, but variegated, I try my hardest to design stuff for, especially made for variegated. So obviously this lettering is not made for variegated. It just comes out in a stripes. I just happen to think it looks good. The writing is big enough, so I don't do it very often, but I think it's okay for sure. I'm good. Oh, Elizabeth says I'm going to use it on my kiddos' trick-or-treat bags. Now that's an awesome idea. I like that. Yeah, I can have a lot of fun with glow-in-the-dark. I actually used to make glow-in-the-dark patches, and some of the police in the States that I used to outfit, they thought it was great that it glowed in the dark. I'm like, yeah, they're expensive, but you know, you put their names on it. Yeah, absolutely. Put anything on it. That's awesome. There's so many different bags you could make. Take a pillowcase and put their name on it. What the heck, right? I kind of missed that. Labor Day was kind of blah because I had nobody starting school. That happened last year too. It's just so weird. It's weird. You know. Viking Husqvarna has the clip-on magnifying lens for their brand machines. I really like it. I really think it makes a difference to me anyways, because of my eye strain, because I really, really like to see exactly precisely what I'm doing. So, Odie, I have a very bossy cleaner. Alright, my 14-year-old, he's almost 14. My 14-year-old weenie dog likes to sniff the air at the door, which is fine. I have a doggy door now, which is wonderful. He won't use it, of course, because he's a full-service wiener. So, yeah, he would very much like me to stand there and hold the door for him so he could sniff. That's what he was just doing. He barks his commands at me. This is a new thing. I mean, he's 14, so that's 2 years well beyond the normal lifespan of a weenie. So, and he's still healthy and he's still actually spry. But he just has gotten a little bossy in his old age, which I do find quite funny, actually. Quite funny indeed. Okay, I really like those colors together. I never would have put them together, but I like it. So now this is, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take off my variegated thread. Beautiful thread. This is perfect for the color play too. Let's see, can you see that better? No, it doesn't look any better there. I'm going to do purple, purple. And there's stitching on the outside. And this will be my last color change. So that didn't take too long. It's 32 minutes. And of course, there is a ton of color changes. And if you want to get creative, just do it all in one color or add a little bit of metallic around the words that you want to show up more. You know. Either way, I'm hoping, oh, it does. Oh, isn't that beautiful? The purple on the variegated. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Let me put the magnifier back. And adjust it. Yeah, does not look good? The purple. I really think the variegated thread in both areas. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I think it's kind of awesome, actually. So it's just going around the outside. Then it's going to stitch the letter. Then we're going to do the envelope backing. And then we are going to cut it out. Because we will be done at that point. Isn't that great? I like your whimsy mug rug. Well, you know, attitude is everything. I like to think outside the embroidery box, so I have a lot of fun with what I'm doing. There we go. So now it's just doing the word happy, and I'm leaving it in purple because frankly, there isn't enough purple here. Oh, this is around the outside. Okay, my bad. It's just a little stitch around the outside. And then it's doing the lettering. That confused me for a minute there. But yeah, if you guys want more sarcasm and attitudes, I can do that. Now remember too that if you want this saying exactly how it is, when you buy it, it does come, ready to put together as a mug rug. But you don't have to make a mug rug. You can just do the lettering on something else. A bag, a sweatshirt, something like that. All you have to do is skip all the stuff. Just skip it. It's easy to do it that way. I quite like it, actually. So now purple lettering. I think this is just the right amount of purple. I love it. So yeah, think, bright, happy colors. If you were going to give someone sarcasm for a gift, you could do it in Christmas colors, and then everyone who just kind of glanced at it would think, oh, what a pretty, Christmas mug rug, and then they'd read it and go, wow, okay. Sarcasm is just your free service I offer. Yeah, I'm Sassy McSasserson. That should have been my name. I have a lot of sass, and I have a lot of, I'm witty too. And my brain works like 10 miles a minute. So I can usually come up with a snappy answer if I'm on the ball. It's nice. So, Petra, hi from the Netherlands. I just bought your cows. I love them. Well, thank you for your support. The cows and the sheep and what else? Cats and then the dogs. I had so much fun creating those things. I also have some owls on the way, but I kind of just took a little break from it to do some fringe. So, But welcome, and thanks for your support, and I hope you have so much fun stitching out the cows. I think Vera is probably my favorite one because she has rollers in her hair and she looks very surprised. Although, they're all awesome. They're all awesome. It's a lot of fun. So welcome to the gang. Make sure you join the OML Embroidery University Facebook group, and then you can show us what you did with the cows. I think that'll be awesome. I love to see what people do. Like, of course, Cindy King, you know, entering it into a contest. That was amazing. So amazing. So, yeah, I'm liking this. Now, there's 100 people watching. That's awesome. We need to kick that up. I need to kick everything up a little bit. So, I've been making... changes to the website and working on that. Oh, heroically, I'm gonna say, because I don't actually like doing it. Website stuff is hard, all the SEO and stuff like that. But hopefully, the payment problem has been resolved, and I made a quick checkout button that will make everything faster. So, and if you guys have any other ideas, that would be great. You can let me know, just to make it better and more user-friendly, or, you know, anything I can do to kick this up. I need to succeed at this a little more. Alright, so the purple blends in a little bit, but I think it looks good. I think it looks really good. Okay, I like it. So now, this is the last step, and this is an envelope backing. So I am using scraps, so I'm gonna hope that they fit. So this is fabric folded in half. I'm gonna take this off. It's folded in half, and this is how we do the envelope, and it's quite nice to do. So the fold goes in here. It goes towards the middle, no matter which way you do it. The other one I had smaller pieces, so I did it the different way, but this one, because I have two scraps that are just fine, and you want it to overlap. So they're overlapped a fair amount, I guess, an inch at least. But I am just using scraps, and I was just hoping they'd fit. Works a lot better if you iron them down. My machine will probably pick up on this one, but I'm gonna slow it down. So there you go. That's how easy it is. So never put your hands near where it's stitching. It will stitch through you. I'm being very careful. I'm also holding down the green start key so it slows down, and still didn't do it. The foot still got caught. You would think it would be easier, but because I was doing it slow, that makes it easier to fix, I guess. So you can tape it down or whatever. I don't know why I didn't. I should have, because I know that this machine does not like it. McDreamy didn't either. He was really, picky. So if you do it like that, now I stopped it before I did any real damage, and I'm just gonna move it back. And this time, if I can find it, yes, this time I'll put a little piece of tape right there. Now this is just masking tape, painter's tape. Let's do it right here. So just a little bit, just to hold that down because it's going this way. And just do it regular. And then it's going to get stuck on. Oh my God, it got stuck under the tape for flip's sakes. All right, so that was funny. That has never happened to me. Could you please, dude? I'm gonna have to fix that though. So now that I got it stitched, can you guys believe that? It's probably not as funny as I think it is, but I just can't believe that that happened. I can't believe it. Yes, well, you know. Now, because I had to do it a couple times, you can see that the stitches are kind of coming out. You don't want to leave it like that. So what I want to do is press that flip and tape down. I'm going to trim, and I'm going to go back, because that will probably make the whole thing unravel, and that I don't want either. So it's just that spot. Now, because it's giving me a hard time, I'm gonna hold down the go key, and that got it. So yeah, tape apparently is what we needed. Now, I shouldn't have any problems with it going around the second time, but I am still gonna watch because you never know. Yep, there we go. All right, so I feel comfy now that it's secure. So, yay. It's gonna go around 3 times. Oh well, I guess I was paranoid. 3 and a bit. 2 and a bit, which is fine. And cue the happy music. There we go. I wish we could change that happy music. I think maybe some, you know, Billy Idol or something would be really cool. So back to the desk. Now this is done. I'm going to take my tape off. That was funny. And we're going to take the whole thing. Sue, you always crack me up. I know. I just roll with everything. It takes a lot to phase me. Now, when you're trimming it, if you notice, we didn't trim anything as we went along, and I really enjoy that. But don't trim it too close to the stitching, because we don't want to create any weaknesses. If you have pinking shears, I can't find mine right now. They work really well for this, and this is my favorite part of the whole thing, is because it's an envelope finish, that it's done when it's done, and it's easy. So I just clipped the corners, so it should kind of look like this shape, so that they'll come out. And then all you have to do is put your hands under here and flip, flip, flip. They look way better if you iron it just a smidgen too. You know me, yeah, that's not going to happen, but they do look a bit better. So, and then flip the other side. Yeah. I like it. I think I really like the bright colors on this one, which is nice. Look at that. So then you can, I can see this corner isn't out enough. Now, just be careful when you're doing it. You shouldn't have to, you know, force it. I just use my nails. Just be careful with how much force you're putting on it. So what do you guys think? Look at that. So even though this is striped and I normally don't care for it, I really like that. The purple on the variegated looks amazing, and the U stands out. So I'm really happy with this. I love how it turned out. So you can, you know, do something, you know, normal, or you could sew it up a little bit. More Sassy mug rugs. Oh yeah, those are coming. Those are coming. There'll be different levels of sass, so hopefully people don't get mad about it. I won't do swear words particularly, although that is also part of my repertoire. So yeah, you could do normal or not so normal. I prefer this one by a long shot. So even looking, you know, further away, I really, everything stands out the way I wanted it to. Closer up, you can see all the lettering clearly. Nothing blends in. You got to look at the happy, but that's okay. It's still there. So, a whole lot of fun with that. Now I have two. I guess I'll give these to Lynn. Lynn likes that. I have a excess of mug rugs, but that's okay. I'm going to keep working on my pumpkin guy, and maybe if I can get this down pat, come up with another one like witches and different characters like that. So I'll fine tune this and see if I can make it work. This is terrible, terrible felt. That's probably part of the problem. So, but yeah, teeth. Can you imagine like doing a vampire and having teeth right at this line hanging over? Yes, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, it's my blah pumpkin. So I'll keep working on that. I'll keep working on fringe because I really enjoy the fringe. If you guys didn't see, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I like this guy the best, I think. He really looks good. Different sizes. Oh yeah, my project. I haven't finished yet. Oh, valet, black nose sheep. These guys are just gorgeous. I really enjoy it. And then a goose. So I'm going to work on some Halloween monsters, some fat birds, and the whole bit. So if you have any questions about this design, then hop on to the OML Embroidery University Facebook group, and there's a lot of people to help, and I can help, but that's the best way of getting a hold of me, I think, because I'm always on it. Love the fringe, says Marilyn Padno. I am in love with the fringe. Love, love, love. Awesome. It's awesome. So hop on over to omlembroidery.com and pick this up. It's priced properly, so you know you can afford it and make a whole bunch for your sassy friends and have a good time. So just by the way, members, there's no class today because it's the first of the month and this is the one I skip. So happy stitching. I hope you guys come up with some great color combinations for this. There's color stops everywhere, so you can really have fun with it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for your support, everyone. Bye. Oh, out my dogs go. Haha. Bye, everyone. Maybe. Yeah, there it is. Boop.